Hey everybody, I'm Becky Adams. Thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel today. Today I have a really fun, kind of a different project using the Simple Stories Family Fun collection. So I've done a couple of things off camera to get ready, and let me show you what I've done. So one of my very favorite papers in all of the Simple Stories collections, besides not the Simple Vintage ones, but I think all of the other collections have this fun tag paper. And it's got lots of space for journaling on the B side. And then on this front side, there's lots of different tags that you can fussy cut and use for a lot of different purposes. So usually I come right in and start just fussy cutting these tags out individually. But for this project, I did something a little bit different, and I didn't fussy cut the tags individually. I left the tags together. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this particular, I don't know what to call it, a tag book maybe, is from right here. So I cut around these two tags, but I left this center portion and scored it and folded it. I did that with several, I guess, to make 3 little tag books. On this one, this is actually the first one I did, and then I realized that I shouldn't have done that I wanted the tags to stay together. So I used a bit of washi and taped them together is all. So on this one you'll see a little bit of washi, and then on the back side, but that's no big deal. In fact, I would bet that most of you wouldn't have even noticed had I not pointed it out. But this is just another fun option to do with this tag paper. So the theme of this layout, obviously, if you haven't guessed by now, is TV shows. And it just talks about some of the TV shows that my husband and I have watched over the last several months. So I'm going to just start adhering these tags. I'm just going to use my ruler as a spacer here and adhere the tags along the top. So you'll notice that I have white thread, or white crochet thread along the top of these tags. I've got it tied into a bow tied at the top of just the outside tag. You want to leave the other one, don't tie them together because then they won't open. Okay, so I have my tags all adhered in place. So each one of them opens. These 3 have just more photos of television shows that we have watched, and then this one has just one more photo and then space for the journaling. I will mention too that to get these photos, I just Googled the name of the show and hit images, and then right-clicked on each of the images that I wanted and saved them to my camera roll, and I was able to print them that way. I print them all at 2 inches wide, and then I just kept the same aspect ratio so that some are taller than the others. So each tag has the bow tied at the top, and then there is also another string tied to the back tag that I just left straight. I didn't tie a bow in it or anything. And I'm just pulling these up to the top of my layout and taping them in place. And I'll show you in just a minute the plans that I have to make that a little cuter at the top, because it definitely does not look great how it is now, but I wanted it to look like these tags were hanging from the top of the page. But let me tell you what I did to the background page, or the background of the layout. So I had already cut this blue down, cut a couple of inches off the bottom, and in order to fix that, I just cut another strip of pattern paper and then adhered it to the back so that it's a complete 12 by 12. And then I have this, it's kind of a gold or a mustard yellow trim, and I adhered and stitched that in place. And then that's what I'm going to do along the top. So I have this same gold trim that I just adhered to the back. And then I'm going to use my ATG hair, and I'm going to put pretty thick adhesive because I want to make sure that these tags, the strings to the tags, stay in place. So go ahead and adhere this just along the top. Make sure everything stays. And then I'll go ahead and trim off the excess here at the top. Okay, so I actually had to nudge these up just a little bit to make room for this other portion of my title. So not a huge deal. I just pulled that strip up and nudged everything up a little bit. So I'm going to add this die cut that says binge watching, and I thought that would be a perfect title for this page. And we'll just add that little die cut right next to that. All right, friends, so I've had to shuffle things around, and so this is not a video of this is what you should do. It's a video of what you shouldn't do. And what I should have done is laid everything out so that I could make sure that I had the correct spacing, which I did not do, but this is what I should have done. It's just to lay everything out before I stuck it down to make sure that I had the spacing where I wanted it to. So that is how I wanted that to look. So moving on, now that I have my title and photos and journaling in place, I am going to add a few other little embellishments. I'm not going to add very much because this page is already starting to look a little busy to me, and I don't want it to be too busy. So this little label sticker says, "Great time, great memories." And then I have this little chipboard arrow. I'm going to use just a little bit of liquid adhesive and adhere that right along there. And then I have this chipboard piece and the good times piece that I want to put right up here to kind of balance out what I've got going on down here. But I want to create kind of a little base for them to sit on, so to speak. So I'm just going to take a little piece of washi and put it right here in between those two tags. I guess the strings to the tags. And then we'll adhere this, whoops, I should take off the backing first. I am going to add some pop dots so that there is so that we can avoid adhering something directly to that trim that may not stay in place very well. And then I have this little heart that I fussy cut from, I believe it was a 3x4 card, and I wanted to add just that cute pop of red there with the title. And then this chipboard piece that says Good Times. This is one of the chipboard pieces that came with the adhesive brads. And we're just going to put that right. Actually going to take off this pop dot. Just put that right there. And then to finish things off, I have this cute, a couple of enamel, or I guess, excuse me, adhesive brads that I wanted to use. I'm going to use this little popcorn one and put it right there in the center. And then these cute little kind of teal ones, I thought they would be adorable knobs on the TV, and they fit just perfectly. And then this little television with the heart, I'm just going to put that right there at the end. And then we'll sprinkle a few enamel dots just to balance out the color here. So down here I have some teal and some blue, and I'm missing that from, actually I'm just missing the teal. I was gonna say why, but I've got the blue on the washi. So I'm just going to make a little cluster with the teal enamel dots, and then I'm going to bring another little pop of red over here by this adhesive brad. And with that, I'm going to call this one finished. So thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel today. If you're new here, I would love to have you as a new subscriber. You could just hit that red subscribe button and hit the bell notification so that you know when I have a new video going up. I post new videos every Sunday and then 1 or 2 videos throughout the week. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you again soon.